First one is supply chain. I feel my opinion is that supply chain has to be disrupted. The same old ways of doing supply chain is not going to be applicable anymore, especially with AI and blockchain and other things. You young minds have to think about how supply chain can be completely changed. You don't want to computerize and automate certain things, but you want to do wholesale change in supply chain. That's something that I'm hoping that you can think about as your projects. The second thing is digital identity, and I think this is the quest for many, many people. In fact, I am from India. When I came from India, there was no Aadhaar card, there was no PAN, there's no card, no ID. So can you imagine a situation without an ID? And then now you have ID, citizen ID, and so I think that it could be also a global ID for the 8 billion people that we have, and that's a possibility with digital ID, and that's something that I want to talk about. And the digital ID that I am on the blockchain is self-sovereign. That means no country gives it to you, no government gives it to you, no UN gives it to you. It's all by you can generate it cryptographically, as Ashwant mentioned early in the talk. The cryptographical methods can be applied, and the digital identity, it can be generated by you. Okay. Gaming and metaverse, and again, in gaming and metaverse, it's a whole big area. I am talking about one important concept, that of tokenization. And so I think for each one of them, I focused on at different levels. For example, supply chain as a whole, digital identity at the identity level, gaming and metaverse at the tokenized level. So here's a picture of blockchain and decentralized applications that are running on the blockchain. I'm in a country, Austria, which prides itself of the train system. I've never ever seen any train system as efficient as this. It's fantastic, and I've not been in a train in the United States, believe it or not, a long distance train. And now, I'm using only train to go to my work, and in Vienna, wherever I want to go, traveling, touring, and everything. So blockchain is like that. Blockchain is like a train track or road. Bitcoin ran on it, and it's still running. Bitcoin's still running. It's a little bit low now, but it will come back. And now many other different types of cryptocurrencies and decentralized applications can run on the blockchain. That's something that you must think about. You shouldn't be thinking about only cryptocurrencies. So there are so many trains, right? So when you look at your rail system, I know that Indian Railways also has a fantastic railway system. It's not just one, it's the same rail track, but then a goods train runs on it, express train runs on it, and then a slow train runs on it, and so on. So the applications are those different things. We must realize that real value in the decentralized application is the dApps, and something that you must understand. It's not about blockchain. In about 5 years from now, I'll be obsolete. Nobody will be talking about the blockchain. Do you talk to your pals about, oh, I am running email or messaging on the internet? You don't even mention the word internet now. The same way you won't be mentioning blockchain. Blockchain will become part of the fabric or part of the system, and it will kind of go into the system, and you will not even see its presence there. It's going to be there, but you will feel only its effect. Blockchain is meant for trusted peer-to-peer transaction. If I had, I showed it to the students I am teaching in Austria, peer-to-peer transactions. It's people and participant centered. It's not all about programming and application development. There's a role for every one of us to play. Okay, governance is in your hands. That means on blockchain, participants from all over the world can participate.